Hi guys, it's Ian here, aka Yahuwah Mantra, and once again welcome to my channel. Today I want to do just a short video as a part of a series of videos, oh hello dog, on the subject of Kabbalah. Now if you remember in my intro video I did say that I'd be covering all of the things that I find amazing and interesting and mind-blowing and astounding and all of that. And Kabbalah is definitely one of them. So I want to make some videos on that, but it is a huge subject, a lifetime study, well, several lifetime study really, and so I'm going to chop it up into probably about 10 or 11 videos. Now first of all I want to say, right, that I am not making these videos to teach anyone. I would not be so presumptuous, because I am a very new student to Kabbalah myself, and as I say, I just wouldn't presume to know enough yet to teach anyone. But in the interest of sharing, that's why I want to make these videos, because I find myself to become so excited by the truths that I find as I read and I learn more and as I experience more, that I want to share it. And that was the purpose of my channel, to share these things. And so I'm going to make the videos, even though, as I say, I consider myself to be less than a new complete novice. Okay, so and also to say that there are many wonderful videos on Kabbalah already on YouTube for people to watch as well. So this is in the interest of sharing, not in the interest of teaching. Now, as many of you know, my background has been Christian, and all of my life I felt driven by a desire to learn and to know more about spiritual things. Even as a child I would think, is this all there is? And I knew that it wasn't, that there was more, that there was a world behind the world that we see, that we touch, that we feel. You know, I knew that there was something more than that. And so through my life I've looked at yoga, I've looked at Buddhism, I spent many years in the Christian church, all sorts of things, and I am not saying, right, that I'm rubbish in any of those things, not at all. In terms of Christianity, I learned a great deal about the nature of the world, the nature of God, for want of a better word, and the nature of myself. But I found, okay, that there were questions which I could not find answers to, and I would ask the teachers of my time, and they wouldn't have the answers either, and they would say, brother, you have to have faith. Or they would come up with a little expression which was, God said it, I believe it, that settles it. Now, you know, that's great, and I'm not decrying anyone's faith if that's what they consider their faith to be, but that did not work for me. I need to understand something, or at least to know that it is beyond my understanding right here, right now, in order for me to bring it into my experience, for want of a better word. And one of the first things, okay, that I learned as I began to learn more about Kabbalah is that you cannot understand a thing by means of itself, okay? And that's what was happening in terms of my Christian questions, if you like, my Christian teachings. People were trying to explain the Bible in terms of itself, and that's why it wasn't working. Now, since that time, I found that Kabbalah not only expands the teachings of the Bible and makes things that I really couldn't understand crystal clear, but it does it to so many other things. Buddhism, Hinduism, you know, life. It really has the ability to help you see the structure and beneath the structure of life. Okay, so what is it then? Well, my understanding, and as I say, I'm a new student, so it's going to be really limited, is this. Kabbalah is not a religion. It applies equally to all of the world religions. It applies to no religion. It applies to science. It applies to philosophy. It applies to psychology. Everything that I am able to think about, I am now able to see that it fits within the principles of Kabbalah. So let me wind back then and say what it is. It is a philosophy. It is a spiritual system, I guess. It is a structure. It's a way of understanding the universe, all of creation, and the nature of the divine. Now, as I've said in many of my other videos, the divine is different to different people. To some it is God, to others it's Allah, to others it is, it is the higher self, the source of life, the spark of creation, nature. So we each have our own definition of what the divine is. Or we may think that there is no divine. There is no first intelligence. There is no great being. And okay, that's, individual beliefs are individual beliefs. But Kabbalah first appeared as a set of teachings about 5,000 years ago, although the teachings themselves are ancient beyond that, because they relate to the principles of existence, the principles of creation, the fundamental rules of matter and of beingness. So they are old, back to the beginnings of time. But about 5,000 years ago, they were beginning to be gathered together into a set of teachings. The teachings originated in terms of they're being brought together amongst the Jewish people, amongst the Hebrew race. So, yes, they do kind of belong to a body of people in terms of the fact that that's where the teachings were gathered, but they are not. It is not a Jewish religion. It is light. It is the explanation of what light is. It belongs to the world. It belongs to the peoples of the world. It belongs to anyone who opens their mind to reach out and understand what it teaches. Now, there are three kind of strands of Kabbalah. There's theoretical Kabbalah, meditative Kabbalah, and magical Kabbalah. And I'm going to be talking about theoretical Kabbalah because it is the theory of existence. It is the theory of divinity. It is the theory of all things, if you like. And it starts by giving us a symbol by which we might try and understand that which, in some senses, is beyond understanding. The symbol is the tree of life, and I will show you that now. And the tree of life is a representation of before creation and of the process of creation and of the second by second sustaining of creation. And not only that, it is a symbol of humankind, spiritually and psychologically. It's a most amazing symbol. It is a glyph of everything. And as you'll see, it's comprised of 10 spheres laid out in the format of a two-dimensional diagram. And each of the spheres is called in Hebrew a sephirot. And it is an aspect, each sphere is an aspect of the divine being. It is an aspect of the character of God as made manifest in the creation of all things. And of course, we are all things. The universe is the macro, the above, and we are a smaller universe within that universe. We are the micro, we are the below. And so we have the very famous Hermetic axiom, as above, so below. What it means is the forces and principles that apply to the universe also apply to us. That which we see enacted in the heavens, we see enacted within us. Creation follows the same principles, whether it is the creation of galaxies, whether it is the creation of a human being, it is the same. The fundamental principles of existence are the same. And Kabbalah and the Tree of Life aim to explain those to us, make them clear to us, so that we might live in harmony with these rules, these laws of existence, that we might understand, that our lives might have more meaning, that we might see beneath the surface of the things that we see and touch. And so this is going to be my first video, which is set in the backdrop of the series of videos that I want to make. So my next video will be about the nature of the divine being before creation, and of the process of creation, and the Sephirot on the Tree of Life. And that will probably be covered in about 3 or 4 separate videos, because as I say, huge subject, and I will only be scratching the surface, taking very baby steps, because baby steps is all I can take at the moment. Okay, so yes, that's my plan. So that will be coming next. Okay, so I'm going to say bye for now. Thank you for watching, and catch you all soon. Bye.